Hello and welcome to Kump.
Hello.
Hello, Lucy.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. And we should also say welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. The president, the once and future king, right? Is that a thing?
Do people call him the once and future king?
I don't know what that's a reference to, but that's like, who was the once and future king? Now it's Trump.
That's a reference to King Arthur, right?
Oh, is it? Well, now it's King Trump.
No.
King Trump. Look, I'm not going to apologize because I didn't do it, and there's nothing to apologize for. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just like some people don't like it, but guess what? A lot of people do.
You can't apologize for democracy. You know?
This is actually beautiful. Mm-hmm. This is democracy manifest, right? This is what it's supposed to do. If you just got what you wanted all the time, you'd just be fat. You would just get fat and slovenly, mm-hmm. and you wouldn't show up to your cousin's wedding because you're too lazy. You need to get. Some people need to get, a wake up call. Some people need to get a kick in the ass. And some people would argue that those people shouldn't be the most quote-unquote vulnerable people in the socioeconomic sphere. And I say, shut up, loser. This is democracy.
But also, like, the most vulnerable people voted for him this time. So
right! I mean, like, this whole nonsense. Yeah. This is like, oh, these are the most vulnerable people. Like, well, they like them. So I don't know what you want me to tell. Do you want me to, are they too dumb for democracy? Is that what you're saying? Stop it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm not. I'm saying, like, what are you implying? That, like, they don't know what they're doing? You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You ran Kamala Harris.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder how much just the word Latinx had to do with this. You know?
I mean, stuff
I don't think
like
they
that.
like being called that.
Oh, right.
I don't think. I never got the sense that they like that.
I forgot about that. They look. It's on record that quote unquote Latin people abhor the word Latin. I forgot that existed. They will not. They will not.
They're not having.
They will have none of that. If you're not familiar, Latinx is a gender non-conforming. What is it? Pronoun?
Yeah.
That goes to the,
And like, it would be one thing if, like, you called the occasional non-binary person Latinx, but they just started calling everyone that.
Yeah. It's a culture famous for loving gender.
Right.
I mean, they gender their
they gender their tables, they gender their
gender
cups.
inanimate objects.
Yeah.
Just rocks, pebbles. Pebbles have a gender. And you want to take it away.
The Spanish people look at a rock and they're like, I'd love to get inside that rock's pussy.
Yeah. I love how, like, they're like, oh, we took away Texas. And how do we fix that from Mexico? We take away their gender. No one wants this.
Yeah.
The Democratic Party doesn't know what people want. And evidenced by the fact that they got rid of the one man they did. Mm-hmm. Mr. Joe Biden.
Mr. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden could have won easily.
Even if he is technically dead, I think he probably would have done better.
I think he
did. I mean, this is basically like it's like a loser sandwich and him in the middle, winning by like 20 million votes.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
everyone says, where did 20? Yeah, I'm seeing these conspiracy theories online. These, where are you going to tell me 20 million votes just disappeared since 2020? And I'm not even sure what that means because I don't pay close attention to this crap anymore. All right? I don't care that much. People think, well, SJW Ray's such a libtard. I don't give a shit about anything. I'm like, whatever. I'm a white man. I mean, I don't care. Like, I embrace that. Oh, you're like, it doesn't matter to you. Got that right. You got that right.
My favorite thing on this show is when somebody is like, is when there's comments being like, oh, you really revealed your political leanings. And it's like, and the episode is just us ranting about numb butter for 30 minutes.
Yeah. And I go, when the show ends, I go listen to jazz. I'm finally getting into jazz.
You're a jazz man.
I'm a jazz man. Did you know that on Miles Davis's Kind of Blue, the saxophone is played by John Coltrane? My favorite?
I didn't realize that. I didn't know Coltrane was on Kind of Blue.
Well, he is. And I love it. Now I love it because I love Coltrane. Wasn't a big Miles Davis fan.
Didn't Miles Davis play the sax?
No, he played the trumpet.
Oh, okay.
He played the trumpet, played it well. Played a lot better than Kamala Harris, tell you that much. She don't play nothing. Look, here's the thing. We'll get
I'm
to
not trying
Biden.
to distance myself from I was kind of excited about Kamala Harris, but apparently
I always thought
nobody else was.
People misunderstood because people overstated. Look, she's not a great candidate. It's not her fault too much. She didn't have anything to say. That would have helped.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't mean like.
Oh yeah.
And I am always on the side of the losers in the sense that like I'm always over nuance, and a man like me doesn't need to be nuanced.
No.
Let's be frank. I'm not the man you want.
You're not
nuance.
benefiting from nuance.
No one wants
you
nuance.
Need to stop that.
No one wants nuance from a man like me. No. All right. So it's just, but you know, I always thought like, well, look, she's at least qualified. I don't know who's qualified. But you're right. She's unqualified. I thought she was a fine candidate compared to like Amy Klobuchar.
Right.
But who cares?
Well, she didn't throw a stapler at anyone, so
that might have helped.
Yeah.
That might have helped. Here's the thing. People, if nothing else, and you go, this is how democracy should work. Because a lot of people are having a hard time buying eggs. They're having a hard time buying bologna. And they have a hard time buying caviar, which is also a grocery, and I'm sure that's also inflated, right? Mm-hmm. People don't talk enough about that. The price of lobster, the price of roe, which is salmon caviar, or extra brie. They've also risen, but everyone's talking about eggs, the price of milk. You know, the price of a nice baguette has also gone up, right? Am I right? Can I get an amen?
Yeah.
And people aren't having it because here's the thing. You don't get to live in an economic wasteland, a corporate dystopia, but the prices are too high. What is that? The whole point of being in this, like, of Walmart, like, infusing themselves into our veins, and Amazon, like, having like a dock inside of our spine, is that we get it's cheap. Give us something cheap. That's all we ask for. That's all we want. And you keep raising the prices. And now I know the president doesn't set the prices. You can't just change the economy, that quickly. It's like a tanker ship. It's not a small. It takes a long time to turn. Shut up. No one wants nuance. All right? It doesn't matter.
That's a loser message.
That's loser shit. That's how you lose.
Yeah.
All right? And also, it doesn't matter.
And I do remember seeing, like, there was some interview with her where she was asked, like, what her economic policy was. And she said, I have many economic policies. They're on my website. Like, right. It was just terrible.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself. Just when you get lost, go to www.youcansuckmyass.com. That's what she said. No, there's only 2 websites, Facebook and... five websites. Facebook, there's Tinder. Do they have a website though? What Facebooks people go to? There's Amazon.com. You get the point. Yeah. Maybe Walmart.com. Yeah. None of it's telling us about the Laffer curve and supply side economics. All right. So the point is, it doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter if you think Kamala would have fixed the inflation or Trump would have fixed will Trump's policies make it worse? It doesn't matter. None of us know. No one doing it knows. There's a few people who might know, and they're annoying. The last person you want to talk to is an economist. And they don't know. Most of them don't know shit anyway. Most of them are full of it. They just want to do calculus models. So we're all just sitting around. They watch one Mises Institute video from like 10 years ago and go, oh, inflation, what do you mean with the budget and the inflation? I get it. We don't know. So it's an off button. If the prices stay like this, we get an off button. That's the nice thing about this country. I can't afford to friggin' eat a mayonnaise sandwich. A big one, I mean. With real mayonnaise, not that Miracle Whip shit. Shut it down. That's what it is. If I can't afford to feed my kids beef bourguignon, shut it down. And I mean this. This is not sarcasm.
Yeah.
People get it twisted all the time that I'm trying to mock it. I don't care. Will Trump fix it? Maybe. No one's fixing anything.
He said he's gonna have he's gonna bring the World's Fair back.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the idea. Look.
Or at the American Fairgrounds or something.
Look, the immigration stuff. I do think that there's a problem with we have enough people who need work here, and we don't get people want to ignore the fact that the most vulnerable people we have in America get screwed by depressing wages from Now, does all the other stuff have to happen? All the other rhetoric? No, but whatever. Maybe they'll fix it. Maybe he won't. Doesn't matter. No one's fixing anything. So let's try. I love the fact. I hope he gets the House. So there's no bitching. I hate hearing one side bitch about the other. Oh, we would have done this except for that. No, get everything you want. And let's see.
This is a very interesting result. I mean,
I'm excited.
He basically created a multi-ethnic coalition. It's crazy.
Look, black people can't afford food. Hispanic people can't afford food. White people can't afford food. Shut it down. That's the whole thing. Shut it down.
Yeah.
Oh, abortion. Well, you already lost it. I'm sorry. You weren't gonna get
a lot of women voted for him too.
Yeah, because women can't afford. They'd rather have a mayonnaise sandwich than abortion.
Right.
It's fine.
It's a pyramid of needs thing. You need a mayonnaise sandwich before you need an abortion.
I can't tell you how much more you need a mayonnaise sandwich than you need to terminate a pregnancy. It's so much higher on the hierarchy of needs. We do. I will admit. I tend to say that women have a right to choose.
Yeah.
But
famously.
Well, I don't get the credit for it.
No.
From the women. I feel like I deserve a lot more credit from women. But whatever. Neither here nor there. But that being said, we do. The Democrats tend to overemphasize that kind of thing.
The annoying thing about Democrats is that they will make it like the only issue in a campaign, right? We're not going back was like the rallying cry of Kamala Harris. But at the same time, they'll weirdly they'll not talk about it in a way that's at all moving. Like there is some 18-year-old girl who died recently because she was denied a life-saving abortion when the fetus inside of her was already dead. She died really painfully and really slowly. I didn't hear her name once during the last week of the election.
It's true. It's very sad. I don't want to sound glib about it. Maybe Trump. Maybe not likely. Maybe Trump can bring her back to life.
Maybe.
Let's just have an open mind about everything.
True.
You want to focus on the bad? All you're gonna get is shit. That's what my dad always told me. You focus on the toilet, all you're gonna find is shit and piss. That's just what If that's actually can we put that on a t-shirt? How do I monetize me and the things I say? I think that's great. If you focus on the toilet, all you're gonna drink for dinner is piss and shit. That's true as anything I've ever heard in my life.
You're right. That should be. You should be able to make us some money with that.
I should be able to feed you mayonnaise sandwiches with that. But say la vie. I'm not gonna whine. I hope that girl comes back to life. But I do.
Yeah.
Look, it's the power of magical thinking.
Right.
The Joan Didion book, right?
Yeah.
Again, Joan Didion. Why? Why bring her up? No one knows who that is. I've never read her. I'm not a fan of Joan Didion. Move it on. Doesn't matter. Trump, look, he's gonna break a few eggs. But you know what comes when you break a few eggs? Egg souffle. That's another expression. You get omelets. It's gonna be an omelet party. We're gonna have a national omelet party.
Who's the eggs? What are the eggs that are getting broken?
Immigrants and women and whatever. I mean, also people who like to waste money, scammers, welfare scammers, people on Social Security, perhaps, legitimately. Yeah. I don't know. Anyone wasting money though, anyone being inefficient, any of his enemies. Look,
Sure.
who started the enemy game? Did he put Hillary Clinton in jail? No. He said he would, but he didn't do it.
He did say he would, yeah.
He said he would, and he was president for 4 years. What, did the FBI knock on her door?
Well, I don't think he can. Yeah, I mean, he can't just do that.
Well, Biden did. Someone in the federal government did. I mean, did he commit more quote-unquote crimes? Maybe technically. I mean that. Hillary Clinton's a bad person.
But he's also not going to prison.
Well, only by virtue of,
having won.
Well,
you think he would have ended up in prison if he had won?
Would he end up in prison? I don't know. I mean, he did put 3 people in the Supreme Court, so I mean that helped.
Yeah.
But I mean, by no thanks to the Democrats, right?
Sure.
So I'm saying, he's going to put political prisoners. Maybe. Let's see. We might be in for a bad time. We might be in for the best time. We just don't know. It's a very open book. It's like a new Lord of the Rings book. Mm-hmm. Who would have thought we could have got one?
We're reading The Winds of Winter right now.
Yeah,
we have it in our hands.
Game of Thrones, Winds of Winter. George R. R. Martin isn't a scouse, isn't a liar. He actually wrote it, and now it's here. Trump is the White Walker and Jon Snow, all wrapped up into one beautiful bouquet. It might be nice. Honestly, did you want Tim Waltz? Who wanted Tim Waltz?
I did not want Tim Waltz.
I didn't like him. I don't like Tim Waltz.
I know you hated Tim Waltz.
Personally,
you very quickly turned on Tim Waltz.
I got look, JD Vance. I don't get like this trustworthy vibe. I'm not saying he's like a man I want to buy a used car from, but I got some of the worst feelings. It don't matter. Vice presidents don't matter. But I got some of the worst feelings I ever got from Tim Waltz. That man is a man who hurts weak people, in my opinion, or would. Maybe he's too cowardly too. But he's like he's not Carl Panzram. He's a guy who, in my opinion, I get the vibes of a guy who would prey on like old women. This is the opinion I have. It's just a feeling. No, I'm not. No, look, when a girl goes missing, the FBI doesn't call me to like find her. I'm not Kira Sedgwick. Whatever her job was in that show. Mm-hmm. I'm not like I don't have like a clairvoyant mind. So I'm not. Don't get it twisted. All right, I'm not implying that I got a great track record about. I judge people fairly well.
Yeah, you do have a good judgment.
Yeah, but I don't think preternatural. Or supernatural. I'm not Christopher Walken in the Dead Zone, right?
Sure.
So take it with a grain of salt. While we're here, let's just come together as a nation for one moment and like and subscribe to this goddamn show. You know you love it. We're giving you the hard facts and the soft serve ice cream right in your little greedy mouths. All you gotta do is you don't do anything. You just lay it back and take it. But if you like it, maybe you subscribe, and that'd be nice for everyone. Also, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/RayKump. If you want to support the show, if that's something you'd like to do, and also get an extra episode every week, head on there to patreon.com/RayKump. You can do it there. We multiple 2 episodes a week at least.
So many episodes. And
if you're only getting 1 a week, you're missing out. I think. That's my nuance. You want to get to the bottom of this election?
Yeah, that's good. Let's dig into this a little bit.
So we have this article here, and it says, here's how badly Kamala Harris lost young men. So she's they're saying young men, I guess, a big part of where she went wrong.
Yeah, I mean, like Gen Z, 18 to 29, I think.
Oh, really young men, yeah, real tight, hard, firm young men.
All those twinks came running out for Trump.
Donald Trump has an authoritarian vision. Again, with this. This is why you lost partly, because you couldn't stop it.
I pulled this up. I swear to God, I'm not trying to source bias against him. I pulled this up because, it's critical of Harris a little bit.
No, sure, but they can't stop. They can't stop. And you made this man the boogeyman, even though you knew that people loved him.
Yeah.
This is how you lose. Yeah?
Yeah.
You ever hear me say?
I don't think it's totally inaccurate to say it's authoritarian. I mean, he did say that he was
look, you can feel however you want. Yeah, look, you feel however you want. But, I think we proved the last time that if you don't want him in power, don't say these things like that. Don't be like.
But Biden said them, and he won.
He didn't. He said them afterwards. He didn't really say them as much before.
Mm-hmm. I guess he did mostly go out there and go, America is the greatest story in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that, Biden, to be fair, I think Biden...
I used to talk with a lisp.
Yeah, but I think he kind of ran a more positive campaign, but that inauguration speech was like, we're in the age of white supremacism, if you remember correctly. He got pretty heavy pretty quick. Mm-hmm. And then he had that girl... that poet laureate, the 19-year-old poet laureate, who I didn't think was any good.
Oh, Amanda, yeah.
Yeah, well, Amanda, I thought she stunk.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you get Maya Angelou or T.S. Eliot? Just take their poems and read them. And like, hey, this year, T.S. Eliot's going to be the poet laureate of America. I don't care if he's not American. Is he American? Just read The Wasteland again. You know? Like, why are we writing new poems? None of the new poems are any good. Read the old poems. Because people, when poems were good? When poems were all you had. That's when we had good poems. No one cares about poems anymore, so they're not writing good ones.
Yeah, we have tweets now.
You know what's not good either now? Whatever Bob Dylan did. Folk?
Not true.
Is that folk music?
I was listening to ISIS the other day. I was very moved by it.
Fair. Anyway, let's back. So what we got? We got
all right, Donald Trump and his authoritarian vision for the country swept to power on Tuesday. While several demographics played into the Republican takeover, a survey of 120,000 voters conducted by the Associated Press found that young men played a crucial role in his win. Men between the ages of 18 and 29 turned away from Democrats in droves, shattering illusions that Gen Z, a cohort that statistically reads fewer books, comprehends less information, and predominantly gets their news from social media, skews more progressive than previous generations.
Even that's a dig. It's a dig. I guess we didn't realize that the people who don't read books weren't fans of Trump. I guess that's our fault.
I thought young people read more books.
No, they don't read at all. They're actually like, I was reading there was some thing that went around like a few weeks ago that college kids like in these like college book classes or like used to read like 6 big books, well, not a book, but real books a semester, which seems that I don't want to say daunting, but kind of I don't like to read that. I used to read more. It seems annoying to have to read a lot. I like audiobooks because you can be in the toilet and not ruin your nice book or worry about ruining your nice book. You could be farming. Mm-hmm. That's audiobooks are really. We should take the mystique because honestly, how are you gonna farm reading a book? But you can farm listening to a book. Take the gimmick off audiobooks, the slander, the twisting. You see, you're so smug. You don't want to take it off.
No, I like audiobooks. Take a break. Give the eyes a nap.
Yeah.
Listen to it on audio for a while. Sure. I've been reading the Brothers Karamazov.
Yeah.
On paper and on audio.
It's true. No one knows what that is. is that about the brothers from who are famous? The brothers who wrote Seinfeld? I don't know. Who are the brothers? It's
about
Are there any famous brothers anymore? Who's even a reference for brothers?
I don't know.
The Koch brothers? There's
3 brothers. It's ramping up to something. Maybe they have sex with each other. I don't know.
That would be amazing. Tell me if that happens. I'll read the book. But yeah, no. Famously, they can barely get through a couple books in a semester. But that seems like a lot. You got to read a bunch of books and also have you get 4 other classes probably. Mm-hmm. So I mean, what is this shit? Make college less stupid. Teach me how plumb. Teach me how to change my. I mean, our fridge. It won't go down to 0 in the freezer, and the fridge won't go down to 35. I'm trying to store chicken here. I'm trying to cook more.
We're trying to can.
We're gonna can. We're gonna vacuum seal. We're gonna brine. I'm gonna brine chicken and then pound it out and then make chicken. And I can't do that if my fridge is at 41. It's dangerous. And if I wasn't too busy reading Chaucer, maybe I'd know how to do it myself. So just throwing it out there. So let's back to.
This is actually a really funny sentence. This is such a biased article, but it's a really funny sentence. Young women also veered in favor of the grab 'em by the pussy rapist, though less than men.
Jesus. I mean, this is just look. This is not how you Whatever.
I didn't mean to pick something this. I thought that this was. Look at this title. You would think it would be, you know, I don't know, different. The Associated Press data found that women ages 18 to 29 shifted to the right by 14 percentage points. It's big.
Yeah. They don't want what you got. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying make it. How about you start doing your own thing? You start meeting them in the middle. How about you start, maybe you cut abortion loose and you go, look, we all think it sucks.
Yeah.
I'm throwing it out there.
You cut abortion loose?
You said, look, you're right. It is kind of gross. We shouldn't do it.
But you mean just lie about it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, you already lost. You already lost. Even though we actually wanted to get rid of it. It was a bad policy. We didn't like it. You gonna fight and get it back? I mean, I guess some of these states had they made it legal in the states. We never liked Roe. You know what the Democrats should have said when Roe got canceled? Good. Good. This is what we wanted. That's what you should do.
What do you think, since we're talking about the voter turnout?
Yeah.
What do you think about this, because I've seen some, takes, theories going around about why there's 20 million less Democratic voters this time around.
Right.
Some people think it's proof that the last election was rigged.
Sure.
Some people think it's proof that this election was rigged.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems.
Do you have any opinion on that?
I think a lot of this that people don't want to admit is that people die. A lot of people who vote are old, and old people die. And I don't know why it would be that would shake out that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, you would think that old people might be worried more about Social Security. But I mean, I don't know that they outright said they were going to get rid of it, right? I heard Musk saying something about maybe getting rid of it. He's not technically part of the government yet.
Right.
But,
honestly, low-key, Musk being involved in all of this is the worst part about it.
Honestly, it's the only thing kept me from campaigning for Trump. I didn't even like particularly, but Musk is just, I hate Musk. I just hate him as a person. He's just gross to me. I hate his cars. The way when we get in an Uber in a Tesla, the handles aren't normal. It pisses me off every time.
Yeah.
And I hate his dumb face.
No, I hate Tesla door handles. I
hate the fact that he accuses people who try to save children from Thailand caves as pedophiles because they won't use his dumb submarine. I've been anti-Musk for 8 years or whatever, 6 years on the pod, various pods,
right.
Various incarnations of me. You can't don't let Trump. Shut up. Shut your fucking filthy mouth. All right? None of you know anything about me. You the ones who know, I've been after Musk for years. And so I don't know. I don't love the fact that he's going to be in some kind of position of power. I mean, probably not for long, knowing Trump. He doesn't tend to keep friends. Take that for what it's worth. It's hard. It's hard to be he's a big personality.
Yeah.
And big personalities and other big personalities, they clash often. That's why Scaramucci don't work for Trump no more.
He's gonna be in charge of the economy.
Yeah, for a week probably, and then he'll Trump won't listen to him because some other person will compliment his cornflower blue napkin. What do they call that thing?
The pocket square.
Pocket square.
Yeah.
and he'll accept his And there's not a slight on Trump. That's what you should do when you're in power. You should be susceptible to charm. That's the nicest thing about it. That people are nice to you. They say beautiful things to you. They whisper things at you. That's what do you want? Some guy who's like, and I hope your wonderful wife Melania, what's her name? Melania.
Yeah.
Is doing well, and your beautiful son Barron. And he goes, like some bureaucrat, like some fucking customs officer. You're going, you didn't do the stat right. No, you want some guy who's like, well, thank you. She's beautiful, and my son is wonderful. Right? That's what you want. We want people to take our charms that we give to heart. Our bribes that we give to heart and to their wallet. Imagine bribing a guy and being like, that's what Soviet Russia's like. You bribe a guy and he throws you in jail anyway. Is that what you want? You want to live there? In the gulag? I got the impression people don't like gulags. Maybe I was wrong.
We were watching a little bit of Biden's. Biden made
Well, Joe Biden maybe gave a little speech today.
his own kind of concession speech.
Well, yeah, just a little. He got himself. Make this. Let's see. Where's the button for this? Where's our full screen button? Don't I have a full screen button? Here we go. I do. I already have it. What just happened? Make it bigger for me. Just make it full screen. Just do what I like.
You know what I like.
All right, let's put this on. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh, look at him. He's look at this motherfucker. This guy, he has been saying, but this guy shaved 20 years off his life in a matter of months. Look how happy he looks. Look how happy he looks. Don't forget, this is a man. People go, oh, he wanted Kamala to win? You really want Kamala to win? This is a man who they went to the Oval Office. Nancy Pelosi, right? And Obama. They went to visit him. And they bent him over the Constitution desk. What do they call it? Right? The Constitution, the desk he has?
Is that what it's called?
I thought it was. But, you know, the desk in the Oval Office. And they took off his pants and they fisted him. Right? And they said, you're done. You can't speak good no more. You're too old. Too white. Get out. Look at his face. Look at his face. He's so happy.
He seems happy, yeah.
He's like,
He's just like, so she couldn't get it done. Huh?
Couldn't get it up. My dick's hard. That's what he's saying right now.
Good morning, good morning.
I mean, this is like the day his son is born. The day his son gets a job at Lukoil or whatever it's called, gas parole. You know, this is a great. He should be smoking a cigar right now. Look at him. He's so happy. I feel good for him.
Thank you. Please.
I forgot he was the president. Honestly.
Thank you.
This is the best day of his life since that day he made up, where his dying son told him to run for president.
In a burn pit.
Yeah.
His son yelled out from a burn pit.
Dad, you gotta run for president.
I will, son. Oh, and tell Bo. Tell what's the one who's the one who's always in trouble?
Oh, Hunter.
Tell Hunter to bang my wife. I will.
Good to see this cabinet and the staff together here.
He's just
You're right,
at his
he's so
swagger.
happy.
Look at his swagger. Look at he's like Sinatra.
Thank you.
He's talking clearer than he's talked in 4 years.
It's almost like the reveal at the end of Usual Suspects. Like this is like the Kaiser Sosa. Like the leg starts straightening, the limp goes away. You're like, oh, what just happened? And I don't know why he would, but yeah, whatever. I'm just saying, it's just this man. And I don't know, because
nobody likes. I mean, nobody who with that much political ambition likes to be told.
No,
we don't want you for a second term.
Hey, we know you're the president. We know you were the only one who could beat Trump back then. That no one had any faith, right? That we had a bunch of nobodies, a bunch of nothings, including Kamala Harris. She was in that field, remember?
Yeah.
And they go, no, please, Joe, please come back. Please, we need you to come back. And then they said, no, get lost. Now it's get lost. Oh, God. He looks like he's just watching like two kittens playing the field.
I think Biden voted for Trump.
Oh, he brought dead people back to life to vote for Trump.
Thank you. Please. Thank you.
He's not saying to them. He's saying that to God.
Yeah.
He's saying, God, thank you.
It's good to see you all. Particularly good to see my granddaughter sitting in the front row here. Hi, Finn. How are you, honey? For over 200 years, America has carried on the greatest experiment in self-government in the history of the world. And that's not hyperbole. That's a fact. We're the people. The people vote.
He hasn't spoken this clearly since his wedding day.
And choose their own leaders, and they do it peacefully. And we're in a democracy. The will of the people always prevails. Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump to congratulate him on his victory.
And we laughed at Kamala. we just laughed for hours.
And I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition. That's what the American people deserve. Yesterday, I also...
That's what the American people deserve. Two white guys working it out.
That's some busybody over our shoulder.
also spoke with...
He's like reverting back to 1960s Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't want to hear what he says next.
Vice President Harris.
It's a kick bricks, bitch. You're done. You blew your shot. You shot your shot and you blew it. Now get out. He should replace her.
He's been a partner and a public servant.
Gotta call her a servant.
She ran an inspiring campaign, and everyone got to see something that I learned early on to respect so much.
That she ain't shit.
Her character. She has a backbone like a ramrod. She has great character, true character.
Backbone like a ramrod?
She gave her whole heart and effort, and she and her entire team should be proud of the campaign they ran. You know, the struggle for the soul of America, since our very founding, has always been an ongoing debate and still vital today.
Yeah, well, right now it's just getting, who cares? But, yeah, I mean, do you think he would have won?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, probably very, very, would have been closer. He wouldn't have gotten walloped, probably. It's just it's so funny to me how much everyone was, look, I mean, I'm not the expert. Mm-hmm. I'm just some schmuck who doesn't know anything. When they said, we got to replace him, I said, with who? Kamala? And I was the one who said she was, okay. But everyone, as soon as they replaced her, she's amazing. All right. Just saying. No one listens to me. That's why I talk about numb butter. That's why I talk about, burning myself and shooting myself on your front lawn. Because no one wants to. People, maybe this is a new age. Maybe Kump is finally validated. Maybe he's gonna have some opinions now, and people will listen to him.
I do think Kump might blossom in the second Trump era.
Yeah, I'm a second Trump boy. I feel it. I might get a job in the administration. Give me food.
What do you want?
Food and agriculture.
Oh, okay.
I want to clean up the food. I want to make it nice. Make a spread.
Everyone's gonna learn how to can.
You're gonna learn how to can charcuterie. Carve up food. Elk. I'll get Joe Rogan. I'll get him to teach us how to make elks. My friend Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
He endorsed him.
Oh, he did it. He did.
Oh, the last second. Yeah. So we had Musk on. He's like, This is Musk. This is my friend John Musk, whatever his name is. Did you hear that?
Our automatic cat feeder is going off.
Yeah. Our cat Dana, big Trump supporter.
Yeah. I was devastated to learn she voted for Trump.
Well, I'm just happy she was able to vote. I didn't think it was possible. So for a cat, that's tremendous. That's what you want to hear. That your cat's.
She's very intelligent, but cruel.
Well, just self-interested. I'm not sure how it helps her, but that's for her to decide. What other articles do we have here? We have Trump's return to power. Let's see, fueled by Hispanic working class voter support. Now, people say, here's the thing, there's no blocks. People don't like to be lumped in. You go, well, why? Well, he's anti-Hispanic because why? Because he said some people from Mexico were rapists. Some of them probably are. A lot of people here are rapists. Why wouldn't some of them be rapists? Mm-hmm. Now, these kind of imply that a lot of them were. Yeah, I guess, from a certain point of view. That's 8 years ago. 8 years ago. What else did he do? He tried to deport illegal. Are illegal immigrants voting for Trump?
I don't think so.
No, it's just Hispanics who are citizens. Why do people think that Hispanic citizens are want nonstop immigration?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people. I mean, it's also like they're historically pretty Catholic.
They love and Trump is historically very Catholic.
Yeah,
Trump might as well be the Pope. You know, Trump can do communion like you do Pilates. Whatever that means. Also, Cubans.
Cubans famously Republican.
They're Hispanic, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, stop it with this Hispanic should all be Democrats. Why?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, if you wanted that, you should have run a Latina.
Yeah, why don't you run I mean, isn't Kamala part Latina? I forget. Honestly.
Maybe there's I don't know.
She's black, she's Indian, she's not Latina.
Next time she might be Latina.
Yeah.
In 2028, she might be Latina.
Nah, I'm Latinx, bitch. Latinx Kamala. Oh, shit. Donald Trump reshaped the U.S. electorate once again this year. I mean, it sounds like a love letter. It sounds like, he stole our hearts once again. Piling up support among Hispanic voters, young people, and Americans without college degrees. And some with, probably, right? And winning more. I just don't get the divisiveness. He's your president.
Look, that actually is a fair criticism of his voter base. They're not.
Oh, they didn't get liberal arts degrees?
They're not as educated as the people who vote Democrat.
College educated. They're educated in the hard knocks of life.
Well, that's if everybody with a college degree, I know people think these things are useless.
Can I get someone with?
But if everybody with a college degree left the country would go to shit. Like it's you need people.
Why would everyone with a college degree? Was this Atlas Shrugged? What are you Ayn Rand? What are you talking about? Hey, if we all left, if we withhold
with a science degree with a.
Yeah, I love science. Don't get me. I was learning math a couple weeks ago, right? I love science. I was learning about physics. Don't make me. But you can do that. You can do that without going to college and majoring in Japanese studies.
You're the one who thinks we should base all of our politics around the West Wing. And
no, I just like the West Wing. All right, I just want us to share that the way people share, Charles Dickens. But you seem to think that the only role for political shows is to be some kind of statistical recreation of the rigors of political life. I want a little romance in my political drama. Mm-hmm. A little dreaming.
But isn't that? I mean, most of Aaron Sorkin's work is just just rubbing himself to smart people.
Yeah, but that's the obnoxious part. I like it, but it's also obnoxious. You gotta understand that. I look. I'll break the fourth wall here. Kump, you're trying to turn. No, I'm just saying, learn when you're obnoxious. And you can't go, you didn't go to school, huh? This is how you lose an entire population. Stop it. That's all I'm saying. That's how people lose. Just stop. It just sounds smug is all I'm saying. It sounds
I'm not
smug.
trying to be. I'm not saying they should be.
I'm not saying you're smug.
They should be in jail.
The article is smug.
But I'm kind of sick of these people who I'm street smart. You don't read. Well, if you don't read, you're not smart.
Obviously, I'm mocking them a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm mocking them a little bit. I'm just obviously when I say they went to the school of hard knocks, you think I'm saying that literally? People know who I am. I'm a nuanced fat psychopath. Of course, I value intelligence.
Donald Trump reshaped the U.S. electorate once again this year. piling in support from Hispanic voters, young people, and Americans without college degrees, and winning more votes in nearly all of the country as he reclaimed the presidency. Following the Republicans' populist campaign in which he promised to shield workers from global economic competition and offered a wide range of tax cut proposals, Trump's increasing strength among working-class voters and non-white Americans helped grow his share of the vote almost everywhere.
Yeah. Look, do I think a 2%, 200% tariff is going to work? If you press me on it, I say maybe not. Probably not. But who knows? China backed down last time to Trump, didn't they? Didn't they? Maybe not. Then they unleashed things.
I mean, I think he and she got along pretty well, but
Yeah, because she's also a son of a bitch.
yeah,
She's also a mofo. You know, they like to butt heads and then smoke cigars afterwards or whatever. Just saying. Look, I mean, they'll probably smack their look. Just look. I've always believed in giving presidents the benefit of the doubt. Now, George W. Bush gave us the Iraq War. I mean, first 9/11 happened, which he also gave us, I guess. But point is, I don't like to jump down their throats immediately. Maybe so. I thought Trump might go liberal last time, or at least moderate. No, he didn't. But I have a lot of hope for the first 100 days of any president. Things can happen.
yeah. So you always have hope at the beginning. That's your status quo.
I have I not conveyed that? I've always had hope. I've always been like, this is interesting. I always look at someone winning and go, this is very interesting.
What do you think about? Are you worried about your friend Zelensky?
My friend Zelensky?
Yeah.
He's no friend of mine. When the Ukraine got invaded, I didn't say, screw him, leave him to the wolves. I'm like, well, you probably shouldn't invade countries, right? Mm-hmm. We're past this. Who are you, America in 2003? But I'm saying, it's like, it didn't seem to even really do the fake 9/11 thing. They have their reasons, right? There's always reasons you invade. But so at first I'm like, yeah, all right, maybe we should stop this. But it's been going on for years now, and we're not pressing for peace. I don't know what the point is.
Yeah.
So are we going to stop now? I don't know. He said we're going to stop immediately, right? We'll see. I don't think we should leave behind. I think we should have a de-escalation, maybe. How about we sue for peace? Should Trump say that? Probably not. He should probably say, I'll make him settle. I'll bring Russia to the table. That seems like a better thing to say. I'm critical of Trump.
Sure.
But whatever. What do you want me to do? You want me to go over there and fight? It's not my country.
I would like you to do that, actually.
Oh, you would love that, wouldn't you? If I went to Ukraine. What would you do if I went to Ukraine?
I would
start crocheting?
I'd change my profile picture to the, Ukrainian flag. And
Finally. Finally did something.
There you go. I'd send you letters.
Okay. I thought you were going to change your profile picture to look at your profile to open an open relationship. It's complicated. My husband's in Ukraine. So whatever. I mean, I wish Ukraine the best. I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, look, here's a Trump Latinos for Trump event.
Yeah.
They like him. They're happy.
Look, I don't know what you want me to do. There's nothing worse to me than crying in public, unless your kid dies. If your kid dies, you can cry. If I saw a man, his kid died, he didn't cry, I'd be like, that guy's a bad daddy. Mm-hmm. But I remember being on that stage, on that show, that public access horse shit 8 years ago.
The election special.
That stupid election special, that horseshit special.
That's lost to history.
Yeah, lost to history. That scumbag lost to history. And if you know, you know.
Yeah.
And everyone's crying.
Yeah, you really. If there's a camera, I don't understand how someone could even if they wanted to cry with a camera on them like that.
Yeah.
It's.
All the people in the audience, to be fair, but
it should back you up.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't people on the stage as much. It was people in the crowd, but still, just women in the crowd crying on the floor.
Yeah, look, it's not good, and the people who are crying into their cameras a lot of the time, they never look like the most stable.
No, that's how you.
They never. You know, it's like, yeah, they're Democrats and they're freaking out over Trump, but they're also like their lives clearly aren't going well.
Right. Yeah. Oh. It's like it just looks like you're dare I say a cat lady.
Yeah.
You know, look, you just heard my cat feeder. You know, I love my cat. I love my cat more than life itself. Not as much as my wife. It's a close second.
You're a cat baby.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Lucie's gotten very very dismissive of diversity in the wake of this.
I just think, I don't know. Who's that guy who said, China's going to the moon? Maybe we should run him.
China's going to the moon?
Remember that speech? That China's going to the... You don't think that China doesn't know?
Oh, yeah, with that Michael something?
Yeah, I forget.
My district's underwater. You know. Look,
not him, because he seems to have lost that magic, but, you know, something like that.
You've lost that love. So what is the biggest things of importance are family values, being pro-life, and religion, says Laguna.
Yeah, there you go.
A 28-year-old corporate manager. I don't feel like Kamala represents those values. Well, she sure as hell doesn't. You know, not politically, at least. Maybe she does personally. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I can't, like, dismiss an entire half of the country. That's what I don't understand about people. Mm-hmm. Like, it's interesting. People think we live in this country that, like, hates religion. Like, we don't, as a country. I know I talk a lot of shit.
That's noble. I maybe can, but I
No, what, dismiss? No, I do.
Maybe not dismiss, but...
I dismiss their religion all the time.
Yeah.
Or things about it. I was raised Catholic. I can talk shit.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
Right, exactly. Like, I don't feel like I'm stepping out of line by saying, you know,
no,
these Catholics.
You can do whatever you want. I'm just saying. But politically, it just seems like you can do whatever you look. We can imagine the world we want to live in. Mm-hmm. But if you don't reconcile with the idea that, like, you know, like, we're a democracy of whatever you want to call it, a democratic republic. We vote. Leave it at that. Mm-hmm. And half the people, at least, I think more than half, are religious, right?
Yeah.
So what do you want me to do? You want me to go, why don't you vote for abortion? We don't believe in it. But why don't you vote for it anyway? I don't know.
I don't know if you've ever heard of this organization called the Weather Underground. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, do something. I don't know what to tell you. Look, I think you can admit, well, look, the last time we did something, you know, maybe don't do something. Because maybe, look, politically it actually worked out, I guess, the Antifa thing. Because then Biden became president.
Yeah.
But we didn't like it. We didn't like it.
But he kind of shit on them a little bit, I think.
That's true. That's a good point. So yeah, no one needs you.
Yeah.
People knocking stuff over. He's not in burning nonsense. Mm-hmm. What'd you burn that was important? You don't burn anything good. Just burned like a bunch of like broken desks in the middle of the street. Pretend like they were like, you know, the French Revolution.
Yeah, just do something effective. You know, it's like you're going to do black bloc shit. Do something...
Yeah.
Interesting with it.
Fix my fridge. How about that? How about you go around fixing people's appliances? That's what we need. That's what we do a lot better than Antifa. And you're so educated, you're so smart, you liberals, you Democrats. How about this? You learn HVAC. You learn appliance repair. That will just screw over the people who do that for a living a little bit. But they make you wait, don't they? They love to make you wait to get your fridge fixed. So, c'est la vie. You got to break a few eggs for an omelet party. All right? So you go around and you can wear your black balaclavas or whatever. Bacalavas? How do you say it? Did I right the first time?
Oh, the black bandanas?
No, but the balaclava. What's a balaclava? It's the thing. It's the thing they wear.
Oh, okay.
Or some of them do. Some of them are bandanas. You're right. You can wear your little outfits. All right? And you go around, you fix people's fridges. You clean their ovens. You make sure the broiler works, you know, stuff like that. That's how you get people to vote for you. You do things. John Gotti gave people turkeys.
True.
He was a mafia don. Just saying. Just give people shit. What happened to Tammany Hall?
Maybe you can't give someone a turkey during election season to get them to vote for you because that's against the law. But there's no law against the year before an election giving everyone a turkey.
Sure. And then the year of, you just don't write it down. Stop writing shit down. Stop posting it on Instagram, you dumbass. Give some old abuela a turkey and shut your mouth about it. Oh, she didn't thank you hard enough? That's a problem. Everyone's worried about clout.
Yeah.
But that's what lost the elections, clout. Oh, I'm so virtuous. I'm such a good guy. You know who isn't a great guy? Joe Biden. Personally. I don't think he's that great. You know?
Yeah, he's weird around kids.
Weird, sniffs hair all the time. Kids are creeps. Weird. Wife's dead. Married again. But first wife. And one of his kids died in a car crash, right? That's not great. It's not a great thing. If you're listening, hey, who's the perfect candidate? You don't say guy with dead wife. It worked in that movie.
Dead wife cloud is pretty good though.
Yeah, you're right. It did work in that, I'm sorry to say, Aaron Sorkin movie. The American
Don't get any
president.
ideas, okay?
The American president. He was a widow, wasn't he?
Yeah.
A widower.
No, being a widower that's a huge status symbol for a guy.
Yeah, well, I'll never be a widower. That's my promise to you. If you die, I die.
Oh,
yeah,
that's sweet.
Yeah, I'll just right on top of your corpse. If it comes to that, odds are you'll be the one dealing with me. The three across the country in places where almost all votes were counted, roughly 2,200 counties nationwide, Trump's margin was 5 points higher than it was in 2020. People have reevaluated the Trump thing. Mm-hmm. They thought some even people who thought they didn't like it that much, they don't like the price of groceries. And I honestly that shouldn't matter. It's the last thing you have.
Oh yeah, no, I don't blame anybody for.
It doesn't matter what he's going to do. Like, oh, they don't understand economics. It doesn't matter. And who does? Like, I can say, like, Trump's thing isn't going to help. Or actually, they were dealing with a pandemic and it took time for it. Doesn't matter. Like, you can't. Society's not going to function if, like, the people at the bottom are all, like, PhDs in economics. You know? They should be at the bottom. We should take PhDs in economics and make them dig graves. Do something useful. But whatever. I'm just saying, but it doesn't really work that way. No one's going to go to school 7 years to dig a grave. It's incentives. They know that. That's why they went to school for economics. It's all about, what the risk and reward, right?
Right.
So point is, I don't need people to know. I think, hey, I can't afford cornmeal. I can't afford corn flakes. I can't afford corn nuts. Don't matter. I ain't got corn. Corn should be cheap.
Yeah, but we make tons of it.
If we can't feed our people cheap food, what the hell is this monstrosity for? That's what I'm saying. And it doesn't matter. All the nuance in the world don't matter. Give them what they want. Gummy bears, ring dings, Doritos at a fair price. That's what Jefferson was about.
True.
Everyone's like, oh, he raped a slave. Well, yeah, he did. And you know why people tore his statues down? Because we raised the price of corn.
Did he?
No, he didn't. I'm just saying, really, it's like people accept a lot, and accept a lot that they shouldn't accept. If the price of corn is, I'm just saying, I should have to teach this to people. Bread and circus was a thing. That was Rome. Yeah, when Rome was a thing, like thousands of years ago. 2,000. They understood it. Why don't we? Oh, your own pal. I got to fight inflation. All right, well, no one votes for him. Right?
Very true.
Very true. Any closing thoughts, Lucie? I want to give you the table.
No, not really. What about you?
I think that people just need to focus on what matters, and that is building like a big telescope we can spy on people with. I think we can save a lot of money. Just get rid of these intelligence agencies. Just make a telescope, put it up in space, call it a Hubble 2. We just spy on everyone, and then we can just and then get rid of all these Doesn't matter, not gonna work. It's a scam. Stuff like that. Something that, you want to go to Mars? Musk said he wants to go to Mars. It's too expensive.
We're going to Iran.
Let's go to Iran. We can't go to Iran.
Maybe.
You want to conquer Iran?
Look, it's possible Gaza will be a seaside resort or something in the next few decades.
You think so? You think they're going to build a Nathan's hot dog stand there?
Yeah, once
Hebrew
everybody's...
National. It'll be Hebrew National hot dogs, right?
Yeah.
Once everyone what?
Yeah.
This is very...
But you're not going to use it?
That's right. It's beach. You got to use beach. Jefferson said that. So anyway, I want to thank everyone.
Thank you.
For supporting this show and for watching it. Remember to subscribe and patreon.com/RayKump if you want to support it financially and also get extra episodes. That's the thing. God bless America. God bless Iran. And God bless me and Lucie and you.
That's beautiful.
God bless all of you. Have a great day.